Alright, here we are in beautiful Eurimbula National Park with Stricko on his AT, Timmy on his Transalp, and Lukey following us through with the beer truck. So yeah, it's been a bit of rain, having a bit of fun. Stricko's discovered no traction control makes the AT more fun. Go hard, sister. Yeah, this is Timmy's first big ride on his bike. He's never been a rider before. He's always done the car thing and stayed home and looked after himself and raised his family, but his kids are getting a bit bigger and uglier now, so he can get out and have a bit more fun. And yeah, he's going alright. Oh man, this is slippery in a few spots. Yeah, some low flat country here. So we're just north of 1770. I think you come out of 1770 about 10 or 15 k's or something and turn right and follow the track up here, and if all goes well we'll follow this through to the Turkey Beach Road, and then the plan is to go up to Kroombit Tops from Eurimbula from there. And yeah, we just got a week to kill. Bikes, boys, beer, blue skies. Like, what else do you need, really? So yeah, a bit of fun. My old Honda's playing the game. I'm running a Rally Scorpion on the front. This particular trip I inherited it with a DRZ 400 that I just bought, and I thought, oh, I'll give that a go. And so far so good. Actually, it feels pretty good in the sand and the dirt on the old 650. Little Shinko on the rear that I've been running for a while. It's feeling a bit how you going, but only because it's slippery, but it just gets lots and lots of miles. Here we go. What do we got here, boys? Oh, that way. Oh, right. Yeah, no, she is definitely some low country down in here. Bloody hell. This young fella bogs that Land Cruiser would be properly screwed, I think, because it's got no winch and we got nothing else to drag it out, but you know, we'll have fun. Yeah, young Luke decided to tag along with his dad's Land Cruiser on this trip because unfortunately the poor bugger lost his job with the coronavirus, so he's yeah, not doing much at the minute, so he thought he'd tag along with the old boys and have a bit of fun. And yeah, all's good. Good morning. Here we are on day 2. We camped out here in the bush last night at Eurimbula National Park, which is a lovely little spot. Had ourselves a bit of a fire and a few beers, and we've packed up this morning, and all's good. There's Blakey on his AT and Timmy over there on his Transalp. Going good. And Lukey with the truck. The old backup truck's a pretty civilised deal, having the cold beers out of the fridge and the big comfy chairs, and bike's not carrying any gear. So yeah, the boys are really doing it tough. Say g'day, Luke, you're on the GoPro. What are you doing smoking in your father's car, you cheeky little shit? Eh? Yeah, so it's all low country through here. It's all like, I don't know, I don't think there's been a lot of rain lately, but enough to wet things up. But yeah, no, it was nice last night. A few midgies and bugs and shit, but after a bit of spray, because we've got, like I say, everything known to man with the camper trailer. It's a real flash. And no, nice. So the plan is today we'll make our way now to Eurimbula, which is about 50 odd k's away. Have a nice brekkie there, and then it's just a cruisy ride for a few days, which is a few days to kill. And we'll make our way up towards Kroombit Tops, and then from there down to Monto, and where else? Oh no, head out towards Krakow and Taroom, that just a bit of outback. Original plan was to go up to Eurimbula, but that went pear-shaped because my lovely wife-to-be needs some surgery next week, so here we are, just playing in the bush locally around Bundy, which is good. Yeah. some of these wet spots you think, oh, that's going to be nice to tack in. It's slippery like ice skating, and then you get on the next bit and it's as grippy as. It's a little bit hard to judge. Oh, here we go. Where's this going? We'll go this way. These sorts of roads. Out here in the good old Aussie bush. How good's that? Bit brisk this morning. I think she was about, I don't know, 10 or 12 degrees when we got up. What is it now? 16. So yeah, us Queenslanders aren't built for that kind of cold. Yeah, the young fellow was just giving us a hard time there. He's like, oh, I've got the heater on in the car and I've got my shorts on. I'm like, yeah, still wouldn't swap you, you cheeky little bugger. How good's this? Very good for a man's mental health to be out and about on the bike for a few days. Not that my mental health struggles all that much anyway, I've got a pretty excellent life, but yeah, this is even better. Yeah, some good lads, some good beers, some good bikes, some good bush, and some blue skies, all the bees. We've got everything pretty well stitched up here today. Alright. And now it opens up. This is a power line track and ring runs us back out to the highway. Alright, here we are in Kroombit Tops National Park. Lovely spot. There's Timmy on his Transalp. Say hi, Timmy.
What's that?
Wave. So we're heading down towards Betsy the Bomber. It's yeah, it's pretty good. A World War II plane crashed here, and they didn't find it until the 90s. And these poor buggers, yeah, they all died obviously, and then they the plane sat here for 50 years till someone tripped over it, and yeah, it's quite a special thing to go and check out actually. And lovely side of the country up here. It's a bit cooler today. What are we down to 15 at the moment? We've even got the grippy warmers on. But yeah, good country. Nice big bike riding up in here. A little bit bouncy, but nothing too technical. And yeah, the big bike's kind of just like putting around in here. she knows. Yeah, so here we are, good old Aussie bush. So, yeah. Been pretty lucky this trip, haven't had any close calls with kangaroos or anything. Had a few cows decide to pop out in front of us, but they're usually pretty dumb and pretty easy to read. And don't move too quick, not like the skippies and things. Blake's dust. Yeah, these Hondas, they got the air cleaners under the tank, so we tend to stay back a bit so we're not sucking too much dust, because they're not like the little 400s we ride where you can just pick the air cleaner out off the side next to the seat and change it out in a couple of minutes. These things need a bit more than that. Yeah, so yeah, we try to stay out of the dust. So yeah, with the Boano fairing I'm running now, I'm really happy with it. I was getting a little bit of buffeting, and I grabbed one of these little gadgets, and it makes a massive difference on the highway. It's a little annoying in the bush with a bit of dirt and sun on it, but out in the highway and stuff, at highway speeds, it's fantastic. It really keeps the wind and the buffeting off my face, so that's something. So that's something I'll have to learn to live with. In saying that's pretty quickly removed if I was just going to be doing bush riding for days on end, I suppose. But you know, it works quite well, and everything else is good. I changed the GPS mounting system down here. There was a little bit that jutted out from the actual carbon fibre, fiberglass, what you call this stuff. There was a box section on that, and it yeah, it didn't work real well because the GPS ended up facing too low where I couldn't really see it, so I ended up changing that, cutting that piece off and changing it onto a ram mount, so now it's on a ball so I can wiggle it around and position it to anywhere I want, and everything else is good. You know, little charging points, and the heated grips are fantastic, and it's just a little cheap thermometer, and yeah, the DRZ Speedo, so far so good, it works really well. I like the 2 trip meters, because I've got no fuel gauge now, which I used to have with the original dash, but yeah, the 2 trip meters make that work pretty well. You can kind of reset it every time you fuel up, and you kind of know, you know, if you stick to around a 300 kilometre mark, you know you'll make it. It'll go a bit further than that, but usually you find fuel within 300 k's, so it's never really been that much of an issue. Because unfortunately these things don't have a reserve tap. I'm sure if I went hunting I could find a what do you call them, a fuel cock or whatever they call it, that goes on the bottom of the tank with a reserve on it, but I'm not too bothered at this stage. Let's say, I'll be honest, I've always, with every bike I've ever had, always just reset the trip meter, and that seems to keep me out of trouble. And if I'm going on a big long distance thing, I've got fuel bladders and stuff, so you can treat them like a reserve. Nice countryside up through here. Getting a bit of backfiring because we're up at, I don't know, 800 or 900 metres or something. What is it? Yeah, 800 metres, and the old carby bike, yeah, with a bit of altitude, she'll pop and carry on from time to time. Yeah. Still goes sweet, it just, yeah, has a bit of a pop and carries on. You know, the air's getting slightly thinner. Blanky's dust again. You'd normally rip through here like a crazy bugger on the little 400, but yeah, I've got to be extra careful this week. I've got a few things I've got to take care of at home for the next month, so yeah, it'd be a bugger to have me and the missus both laid up at the same time because I went and done something stupid. There we go. There we go, it's the boys. Checking out the sign. Oh, there you go. The bomber got crashed on Luke's birthday. That was very considerate of them. Yeah, so there's bits of plane everywhere around here. It's a few hundred metres walk from the car park. And come on down. But yeah, these poor buggers, man. Yeah. Yeah, definitely were having a bad day when this happened to them. And there's just bits of plane everywhere. And from what I'm led to believe, I could be wrong, happy to be corrected, but I believe they sat here for like 50 years and they didn't find it until the 90s. That's the wreckage of a Liberator bomber called Betsy. Yeah, so that's the this bit you can see there's that bit of the plane, which yeah, like I say, there's just bits of it everywhere. Yeah, Tim was just saying it's amazing some dickheads haven't come in here and tried to take bits out of here, but I've got a funny feeling some knob did and got caught and had to return it all. But yeah, like I say, it's just bits everywhere. And these are the guys who were in it. Just pause it if you want to have a read of that. There's wreckage strewn everywhere. Bits of fuselage. And just up the road here, some engines, if I'm not mistaken. I've got new boots, so you can probably hear them squeaking. Yeah, there's one of the engines. Or what's left of it. A bit of landing gear by the look of it. The hydraulic ring, look at the chrome's still got on it. It's been here for 70, 80 years. Let's see what the stuff they make nowadays is still here in 70 or 80 years. There's another engine. There's another engine and another engine. So I have a pause of that if you want to have a read. Yeah. Must have hit with a hell of a force to throw these engines all the way up here. And this looks like the radio box or something like that. You got, yeah, frequency or something I think I can read there. So crystals in and out, increased volume. Yes, that would have been the radio box. Not sure what that is. Another engine down over here. Yeah, like I say, must have hit hard to throw these engines that far. Crazy stuff. And the last engine. still in Kroombit tops in the rainforesty section. We've just been to the lookout, which is quite nice. I'll give the lens a quick clean. Alright, try that again. So we're still in Kroombit tops. We've just been to the lookout. We went and saw the bomber, which was nice, and now we're we're heading towards Monto. It's quite nice through here. It's a bit rainforesty. It looks like there's a few slimy bits, so we better be careful and not hurt ourselves. Yeah, no, beautiful part of the world. We're quite lucky to have something like this just a couple of hours from our home in Bundy. And by the look of all the tracks, it looks like last week in the school holidays it was really busy, but we haven't seen hardly anyone today, which has been fantastic. Yeah, it makes running around with bikes more pleasant when you're not running into Land Cruiser bull bars all the time. The plan is it's bloody freezing here today, mate. What is it, 13 degrees? So the plan is we'll drop in off the top of the Kroombit tops here. I think it'll take us down a couple of 100 metres in altitude, which will hopefully, because what are we? 930 metres here, so no wonder it's cold. So yeah, we'll drop down off the hills here and find ourselves a bush camp for the night with a bit of firewood. And hopefully by dropping down a few 100 metres, we'll pick up a couple of degrees. So, because again, as Queenslanders aren't built for this kind of cold. So yeah, the grippy warmers have come in real handy today. I'm glad I got them. And otherwise, everyone's going good. This is Timmy's first big ride, so he's sore in places he didn't know he had places, because he's using things that he doesn't normally use, but he's going good, and he actually pumped along quite well for his first ride. Yeah, you pull up a corner and he's never usually too far behind you. And Blakey's having a fat time. I think he'll wear out his back tyre in the next couple of days, just being a rat bag, sliding it out of every corner. And young Luke driving his dad's big flash Land Cruiser, he's having a good time. You know, 17-year-old boy doing thousands of kilometres of off-roading in a big flash Land Cruiser. He thinks that's pretty cool. So Ricky just telling me that he was cranked up dad's stereo and was making a heap of noise, and extra couple of speakers near the door started working again, which don't normally work, so he's pretty happy with himself. Yeah, so now we're having fun. Now I'm dropping down a click. Yeah, definitely recommend the Oxford heated grips. Some people think the controller and that's a bit ugly, but the grips are a bit ugly, but I find them quite comfortable, and yeah, definitely handy when you're a bit cold. Yeah, they seem to work quite well. They got the smart thing in them where they switch off when you turn the bike off after a while, and so they don't flatten the battery and that sort of thing, so that's pretty handy. Here's me.